It's fitting that it's the moon spells book, given the fact that they're going around the moon. Right? Let me just make sure that this is also there. Couldn't be more fitting right now. I'm gonna put that here. Couldn't be more fitting right now. That I get this delivered this month. This week even. Okay, so since a couple of you had an interest in that, I will do an Artemis II spread. Because why the fuck not? Alright? Why the fuck not? They're currently preparing for their second nap. So let's see. Y'all concentrate with me. Just think about that Artemis II mission. I really wonder how that will go. I'm looking forward to the next stream. I'm looking forward to the next infos they're sending out, to the next official check-in that hopefully will be working out and people will see. It's gonna be so cool. Because I wasn't alive when we did the entire moonlighting, landing stuff and shit. Even though, fun fact, my age is closer, like my birthday is now closer to the moon landing than it is to today. So, yeah. Looking forward to seeing what Artemis II will give us for insights. Because Artemis II is a test mission, right? They're going around the moon, they're going to get some visuals for us, and obviously for science. They're doing some human testing out there. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, and I absolutely adore that. So let's see. Lexot says Oldfa. Yeah. Also sorry for the light, but that's like daylight. See? Let's see. Let's see how Artemis II will go. Or what the cards would have us think about. There's a lot here. That's gonna be more than 3 cards. Is there more? Yep. Holy shit. Wait, I need to search that anew. That's weird. Maybe too many overlapping. No, it's definitely somewhere here. I'm running out of place! It's 5 cards, okay. Is it 5 cards? For now, yeah. Okay. I am making space then. That's okay. That's what the universe does. It makes space. Heh. Get it? I'm so funny. God, I love your rings. You're welcome. Ooh, okay. Artemis II mission, eh? So maybe I can make this less bright. That did help a little bit. Okay. So that's a 7 of cups, right? We do have 7 cups. Not I'm just too stupid to count or read Roman numbers, but it should be a 7 of cups. But interesting. So 7 of cups basically talks about illusion wanting too much. It all being a very emotional thing. To be fair, I guess Artemis II would be a very emotional thing for a lot of people. And there are a lot of like expectations lying on their shoulders. And this is a card that says that expectations might be too high, right? And that expectations being too high might not be without consequence. Well, that makes sense. Often when expectations are too high, that isn't without consequence. How fitting! Artemis II is going around the moon. What do I draw? The moon. How fitting! Now, of course, the moon is a little bit of a warning too, right? You can't see the entire moon from our side, obviously, from our point of view at all times. And the moon overall talks about the fact that there will be unexpected dangers. Which I wouldn't be surprised if the astronauts that are up there are absolutely aware of the fact that there are things that they can't fully expect. And that there are dangers that, you know, they might have to react to as they come. And let's see how much of that we are actually hearing about, right? It is still a warning, but it's also an interesting fact because the moon itself is obviously the reason why this test flight is being made, right? It does speak of a potential to make a wrong assumption here. So let's see. These are both warnings, like as in too high expectations, unforeseen danger. But again, fucking fitting. Too high expectations, or high expectations and moon would be fucking fitting. Okay, we got swords next. That's a 5 of swords, right? 4 of them bend and 1 in the center. Damn. 5 of swords often talks about weakness, which is very interesting in this combination so far. Apparently, there might have been some, or there will be some background of like being unhappy with each other, of like they haven't had a discussion that ended negatively, or stuff that just didn't work out properly. And well, apparently, while that was known, like this card just basically says there was a weakness that was known, and while people were thinking about that weakness and how to work through it, and that weakness was used against them. So I don't know exactly what that means. That could be a technical thing, that maybe something was ignored. Like, this is literally, your expectations might be too high, be careful. And we've got like unforeseen danger, and we've got there is a weakness somewhere that has been utilized, that has been ignored, that has been used. So that's, I don't know what I'm gonna think about that yet. Okay, 5 of cups, more cups, because we didn't have enough cups yet with 7, apparently. There are only 4 people on there, bro. We don't need that many cups. We don't need that many cups. But so far, this is kind of scary. Obviously, it only talks about a potential. None of this needs to be in any way close to what's actually going to happen, right? But yeah, 5 of cups, eh? So 5 of cups usually talks about being disappointed, right? 5 of cups is disappointment. However, often talks about the disappointment that you can continue from. For example, this mission might not yield the exact results that they are hoping to get from it. That might be disappointing, but they will be able to work from it. You know, like they will be able to continue from it. So let's hope that is not the disappointment that many people fear for. And we've got some coins too. That's 6 coins. 6 coins, eh? This is like a very, very dangerous spread. This is like basically a spread saying, okay, what Artemis II is doing is a very dangerous mission. I mean, to be fair, everybody who has a pair of eyes knows that Artemis is not a mission without danger. They're flying around the moon, but they're also all seasoned astronauts. So I think we can definitely trust the crew. I feel like we can trust the crew. Well, I hope we can trust the crew. But yeah, so we have a 6 of coins. And the 6 of coins is basically usually money, getting funds. So Artemis II will definitely cause that more space exploration towards landing on the moon again, and more moon exploration will be actually funded officially. And that maybe funding for that isn't too clear yet, but that this test flight will secure some funds as well. So their flight to the moon comes with a lot of expectations. They might be too high. This can lead to disappointment, right? There are some weaknesses, either in the planning, maybe in the tech, or maybe within like people around it and people involved. That doesn't have to be the crew, but are involved with this mission that have been used to, I don't know, create some openings, to do some things. There are some unforeseen dangers coming up that they will have to get through. These could be of any size, obviously. Right, these dangers don't have to impact the mission as it is in outer space. Could also be dangers that are down here on Earth, because the entire Artemis II mission isn't only the people in space, right? It's also the people on Earth that are trying to like manage that. But it does very much feel like the people they send up are going to have to work out a couple of unforeseen dangers. I personally believe they should be able to. I wonder if I can get a card for that, if they're able to work through these dangers. Oh, that's a weak one. Maybe it's not important. Eight coins. That's more coins. Okay. I mean, 8 coins is a card of winning. Often means financial gain, but it's a positive card, so that might go well. So there will be some unforeseen dangers, but I should be able to get through them. But due to their high expectations, those high expectations, they might not be able to meet them, because maybe whatever has been expected from this is just not something that Artemis II can deliver yet right now. So there will be some disappointment here that could also be connected to whatever this weakness is. I wonder what this weakness is that has been actively used against the mission. So I don't know what that explicitly is, if that has something to do with the dangers or it does have something to do with the disappointment. We'll see. But hey, the fact that they'll be able to get through unforeseen dangers and the fact that funding will be secured afterwards should show that it overall will be a success. I just assume that it won't be a full success in all cases, but they'll be able to learn from it and then move on. And they'll be able to, like, even learn from this disappointment, by the way, move on, get better, which absolutely fair, that should be expected with a test flight. So we'll see how much of that will be actually true, guys. Actually, I will keep an eye on things. I'm looking forward to see how much of this spread will actually be in any way, shape, or form able to be attributed to the actual Artemis II test flight right now. This is interesting. It's still pretty neat that I fucking get the moon, like the literal card, the moon, for something like this. Okay, but that cool, interesting. But it's a thing to look out for, right? These are things that you could look out for when you are following up with the Artemis II stuff, if you are interested in it. And then you could look for these things, like look for the unforeseen dangers that they are able to go through and, you know, be able to properly manage and come out on the other side. Subscribe if you want to see future videos, and thank you for listening today. You could also subscribe to my Ko-fi. Help me take care of older VODs, get them online on YouTube. If you need a link, that link's below. And thank you everyone for helping. Thanks to Alex, and maybe also thanks to you in the future. I'll see you online. Bye.